I had an idea this week. It was my birthday a few weeks ago, and I turned 23, which means I am more than qualified to do this ages 6 and up unicorn papier-mâché. My friend gave that to me as one of my birthday gifts, and for which I am so grateful. So I figured, let me just get it over with. The past few months have been really weird. I've experienced some great times, and I feel like I've grown in a lot of ways. And then there's other ways in which I feel like I was not the happiest. And, you know, I suspect some of the reasons why. I didn't really think this through. I suspect some of the reasons why I might have been feeling less than great. And a lot of it has to do with my own choices, my own habits that I have. I found that I was not prioritizing making time for the things that make me happy, which was like one of my New Year's resolutions. It's very easy to forget that stuff and like make excuses. A couple months ago, I went to Colorado. It was amazing. I was visiting my friend. We did so much. I like saw things in nature I could not have even imagined. And it was beautiful, and it took my breath away, and I literally cried looking at this nature because it was just beautiful. And I vlogged the entire time. We had a whole weekend just out in nature, in mountains, hiking and doing all this stuff. And I vlogged everything. And I planned to make a video. And then I found that when I got back home and I was thrown back into reality after experiencing the high of this trip, I was suddenly overcome with this feeling of like, I can't bring myself to edit this or to bring this together. And I did a little bit of it, but I just couldn't do it. Like, it felt like almost painful, and I couldn't understand why. It was only this week that I kind of hit this current low period of my life where I was able to like hit that rock bottom. I don't want to call it rock bottom. Hit that low point and then realize like, okay, the next step from here is up. Earlier this week was just, it was like everything came together and it finally pushed me over the edge. That's okay. That's happened before. I took a step back and I was like, okay, what are the things that I can be doing to like go more in the direction of what I imagine my life could be? It's not gonna happen overnight, and I know that, but what are the things I can be doing? Around that same time, somebody sent me this video, unfiltered advice for a young person. The pieces of advice in this video rang true for me in many ways, and kind of made me view things a little differently, and almost re-sparked my desire to really want to take care of myself, not just physically, but mentally and emotionally, and to just want to grow. I wrote down those pieces of advice because these are some of the things I should be living by right now. Like, let me try this out. And so one of the things on that list was find what sucks your energy, and then use your strengths to avoid doing the things that sucks out your energy. And I was like, wow, what does that mean? I think that's kind of true, right? You can't necessarily just chase a thing that you're passionate about, because you could have so many passions, or you could not know your passions. you could know what things make you excited, but the word passion is kind of loaded now, I feel like. And so I honestly forgot what I was saying. I think moral of the story here is that I need to take a different approach to how I'm pursuing the things that make me happy. But like when it comes to something like this, where I know that making videos makes me happy, it just does for some reason. I'm not sure why. It's not like let's just say it's not like I'm doing this for the reach. It just makes me happy to be putting my energy into something like this. Anyway, I just also wanted to talk about some of the things I've been doing to try to improve my quality of life. Healthy habits that I've tried to implement. I know they're working, which is exciting. A lot of the mornings before I start working, I've been waking up earlier than I need to and doing some sort of workout or going for a walk. And this has tremendously improved my mental health. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna let this dry for a second and I'll maybe paint the other side pink. Something else I did this week, I finally, after talking about it for way too long, figured out and found a new therapist. I've done therapy before, and I love it. It's weird because if you don't keep up with the momentum, it's a little kind of easy to forget about it and be like, well, nothing's wrong in my life right now. I, after taking a long break, decided, okay, it's time for me to go back and get this started again. I was kind of, like, turned off to the process of finding one again because it's so hard to find a good therapist. But I was like, you know what? I just gotta try. I'm a little nervous about it, but I'm mostly excited. Because I think it'll be great for me. Ooh, all this fun stuff. We got eyeballs and... Oh, yes! We have multiple eyeballs! I think I do need to paint the other half. I think I obviously want to put one in his little eye socket. Maybe like there. Some might see this as a regression. To which I would say, you could be right. Whoa. Executive decision time, I think the other half is just gonna be green. And we're just gonna roll with it. One of the other habits that I've been trying to implement more, and this kind of goes hand in hand with something I've always been trying to do, and it's just so hard because growing up at this time, when phones are so easy and convenient and you have access to everything on the internet at one given time, it's hard to put your phone down, like when you become addicted. And I've been trying to schedule more personal downtime for myself. And that is interesting because it's weird. When I first started doing that, I just found myself to be extremely anxious. I'm running out of green paint and I'm really scared that I'm not gonna be able to finish this. I didn't even finish my point about the healthy habit I'm trying to do. The phone thing is part of it, but the other part of it is just reading more. And for me, honestly, writing more. I love to write. I used to write pretty frequently, and then I just stopped. Which is horrible, because why would I stop if writing makes me happy? But this week, I wrote a new poem for the first time in like a very long time. Let me read it to you. Like, I'm not a poet. It just came to me, and I really loved it, so I'm gonna read it. Thank you for attending my spoken word poetry reading. It's not much to say, other than I miss you in the way I say goodbye to the sun and wait for when my face is warm again. That's it, that's the poem. Like, I write for me, and honestly, I do most things for me, but it still makes me nervous to share things I write because somebody could read that and be like, that is the stupidest thing ever. And someone probably did say that because I posted it on Instagram, and maybe some people were like, What the hell is this? Is this dry? I really messed up here. I mean, not that this matters, but I'm just gonna wait until the end to clean up. I'm most definitely gonna just continue making a mess out of this. But see, his whole body's painted now. That looks sick! Oh, and yeah! Oh, no. And he has failed me. Literally perfect. You can't even tell there's tape. Really, I just wanted to sit down with the camera and talk. Like, you know what it is? I love making videos, but when you're new to it, it takes a lot of energy. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with putting in the energy and the effort, and like, it's a learning curve. It can also be a little scary, and I tend to shut down a bit when things are new and scary. Doesn't look bad. Aww. He's so cute. I think his name should be Clyde. Hopefully this means that we'll get the momentum going again. And we'll make the fans happy. We'll give the people what they want. Isn't that right, Clyde? Concerning. Very concerning behavior. Okay. Bye.